Hello dear students, I am here with the solution of today's paper. So here is the first question. A line is given. You have to find the equation of this line. Okay. So in order to find the equation of a line, we must know what is the equation of a line looks like. So this is the general formula of the line y equals to mx plus c, where m is slope, c is y-intercept. So in order to find the equation of a line, we have to find these two parameters m and c. So let's first find out the slope of a line is given by y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. So we need 2 points to find the slope. So here these 2 points are given in order to find the slope. So let's take this point 1, this point 2. So this is x2, this is y2, this is y1, and this is x1. So put these values in the equation. So y2 is minus 1, y1 is 4, x2 is 6 minus 0. When you solve this, you will get minus 5 by 6. So our slope is minus 5 by 6, and we observe that the y-intercept of this line is 4. Clearly it is cutting the y-axis at a distance 4. So c is how much? Plus 4, and slope is how much? Minus 5 by 6. So this is the most appropriate option. Now moving back to the next question. So here the second question is, we have to identify the incorrect option among these. So this is right. First option is right because this is the property. This is again sine 90 plus x is cos x. It is in second quadrant, and second quadrant sine is positive. But this is wrong because 180 plus x is in the third quadrant, and in third quadrant sine is negative. So here a negative sign should be here, as well as when there are the term of 180 360, sine is not converted into cos, it remains sine. So that's why this option is the incorrect option. Now moving to the next question. So here you are given the graph of a line and you are asked the slope. So again the same thing you will do to find the slope. You are given 2 points. You will use the formula m equals to y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. So you can do the same thing and you will obtain the answer. Okay, so I'm not going to discuss it, you do it by yourself. Moving to the next question. So here so you have to write the equation of a line passing through the point minus 3 comma 7 with the slope 0. So slope is 0, that means that line must be horizontal, and so we know that the general equation for all the lines having 0 slope will be this y equals to mx plus c. So for all those lines whose slope is 0, so put m equals to 0. So if you put m equals to 0, you get the general equation as y equals to c. So y equals to c is the general equation for all the lines having 0 slope. So in option if we look, there are only two options which are y equals to some constant. Okay, so option a and option c are ruled out because these are x equals to something, but the general equation for a line having 0 slope is y equals to c. So among b and d, if we look, y equals to minus 3 is the option number b, but here we can see that this line is passing through a point whose y coordinate is 7. That's why this option D is the right answer. Now moving to the next question here. So the coordinate of point of intersection for two graph could be obvious that the point of intersection of these two lines is lying in this quadrant, and in this second quadrant the x coordinate is negative and the y coordinate is positive. Hence the most appropriate option is x positive and y, x negative and y positive. So x negative y, this one is the most appropriate option. Now moving to the next question here. So you are given cos t equals to 0.8 and you have to find the value of cos 2t. So we know that we have to apply the identity here. We know that cos 2x equals to 2 cos square x minus 1. Okay, so you can put those values here. Cos x is given, or cos t, both are the same thing. So 0.8 square minus 1, and if you solve it, it will come near about 0.28. So is the right answer. Now moving ahead here. So what is the value of this expression here? So if you look, and you can simplify it like this: cos theta into, now what is this cos 90 minus theta? Yes, that is sin theta, minus this sin theta. And now what is this sin 90 minus theta? Cos theta. So these two terms are similar, their difference is 0. So option B is the right answer. Now moving to the next question: what is the slope of a line having equation y equals to 2? Again the same thing comes. I have told you earlier that y equals to c. This is the general equation of all the lines whose slope is 0. So that's why a line whose equation is given as y equals to 2 has slope 0. That's why 0 is the right answer. Now moving ahead, what is the slope of line having an equation 2y equals to x? Now if we look at this equation, it is not given in the general form. That means in general form our equation must look like this. That means there should be nothing with the y. Okay, but here 2 is there. So what we do, we first try to convert into the general form. Take this 2 to the other side. So if you take it to the other side, now it is converted into y equals to mx plus c. Now there is no c, so in place of c we can write 0. So now this is a line having slope 1/2 and y-intercept 0. So what is the slope of the line? 1/2. Okay, now moving ahead. Now coming to the log question. Here you are given log 27 is 1.4 and you are required to find the value of the log 9 here. Okay, now here we have to apply a property. Okay, now we know that let's do this. We know that the log a to the power x is given, let's say. So this power always comes outside the log, this we know. So we are going to use this property here. So what we do, just let's first simplify this log 27. So what I do here, this one. So log 27 I can write it as log 3 to the whole cube. Now I can take this 3 outside, so now it converts into 3 log 3. Now so you get 3 log 3 log 3 equals to 1.431. So from here you get log 3 equals to 1.431 by 2. So from this equation you got the value of log 3. Now we will use it later to find the log 9. So what we can do, log 9 is what, again we can write is log 3 ka square. So now 2 will come out, so it will become 2 log 3. Now put the value of log 3 here which we obtained earlier and get the answer. Okay, now moving to the next question here. So you have to select the incorrect option among these 4 options. So the first option is right, log 10 is 1. Now this is not right. Log 2 plus 3 equals to log 2 into 3. There is no property like this. Log 1 is 0. Now this is not right. Log 1 plus 2 plus 3 is log 1 plus log 2 plus log 3. This is also not right. So option B and D are incorrect among these options. Now moving to the next question. Now you have to simplify this equation and you have to take the correct option here. So now again the same property is going to be used here. See, we can write root 8 as 8 to the power 1/2, and now this, and when hence in log root 8 this 1/2 will come outside. What will remain inside? Log 8, and hence in the question log 8 is there in denominator. These two will cancel out, 1/2 will remain. So the answer is C. Now moving to the next question. So what is the radian measure of this angle? So it is simple, you can do it by yourself. Now what is the radian measure of complete angle? Now we all know that complete angle is 360 degree, hence its radian measure is 2 pi. Now what is the degree measure of 2 pi by 3? Again it is simple, we all know that In order to convert from radian to degree, we just have to replace this pi from 180 degree, because we know that pi radian is 180 degree. Now so 3 6 is 18 and answer is 120. Okay, so this is the right answer. Now moving to the next question, what is the angle subtended by an arc of length 2 meter at the center of the circle and the radius is 1 meter. Now so we will use the formula here, theta equals to arc length upon radius. So here the arc length is 2, radius is 1, answer is 2 radian. You have to notice here that whenever we use this formula to find the angle always comes in radian. It never comes in the degrees here. So keep this point in your mind. Now moving to the next question. So what is the differentiation of x square with respect to x? Again, this is the simple formula, because dy dx of x square, and it is simple identity, it is 2x. Okay, now moving to the next question, what is differentiation of sin x? It is cos x. What is the differentiation of 2x plus cos x? Now here we will use the simple property 2x plus cos x. First I will distribute this dy dx to both the added terms here, so this dy dx will get distributed. Now 2 is constant, so it can come outside. Now x will remain inside, and the differentiation of x with respect to x is 1. Now the differentiation of cos x is minus sin x, so the answer is 2 minus sin x. Okay, now moving to the next question, what is the integration of cos x? That is sin x. Simple formula. Now what is the slope of velocity time graph gives for a uniformly accelerated motion? See, here we are given equation v equals to u plus at, and we are asked ki if we plot a velocity time graph, what does the slope gives? So if we compare this question with the general line of a straight line, okay, general equation of a straight line, so v equals to u plus at. Now y equals to what? You can write this like this, v equals to at plus u. We can write this equation like this, and if we compare this equation with the general equation of the line, we get in the y-axis we are putting the velocity, because when you will plot the velocity time graph, velocity will be in the y-axis and the time will be in the x-axis. So here in place of y velocity comes, and in place of x time comes. Now so in place of slope a is there, and in place of y-intercept initial velocity is there. So the slope of velocity time graph gives you acceleration. Clear? So the answer is acceleration. Now moving to the next question, what is the slope of acceleration time graph for a uniformly accelerated motion? So if you plot the acceleration time graph for uniformly accelerated motion, see, the acceleration is constant throughout the time. That means it will not vary with the time. So the graph will be a straight line parallel to the time axis, and this value will be 2. So again this graph is parallel to the time axis, hence it is a horizontal line. That's why the slope of this line is going to be 0. Now moving to the next question, which of the following is not a equation of line? See, the general equation of line is y equals to mx plus c. So whichever equation is not in this form, it will not be the equation. So if we can clearly see that in the last option t is squared here, but in the equation of line no variable is squared. So this is not the equation of line here. It is equation of parabola, because in parabola one variable is squared. Okay, now moving to the next question, what is the integration of 1 by x? See, the integration of 1 by x is ln x, not log x. Okay, because the integration of 1 by x is log x to the base e, which is also written as ln x. Here ln means natural log. Okay, now what does log x simply means? Log x, if you find somewhere written log x, this always means that its base is always 10. So the answer is ln x, not log x. What is the value of sine 10,000 pi? So here we'll use this simple rule that sin n pi is always 0, where n can be any integer. Okay, now so for example, if I say sin pi, it is going to be 0, sin 2 pi, it is 0, 3 pi, 0, 10,000 pi. That means any integral multiple of pi, the sign will always be 0. So the option is 0. Now moving to the next question, what does geometrically differentiation gives? See, differentiation is always gives you the rate of change of a quantity, or it gives the slope of tangent. Okay, so differentiation always gives you the slope of the tangent. Now what does the integration gives? Integration gives you area under the curve. Now we all know that the differentiation of a constant quantity is always 0, so 0 is the right answer here. Now, next question, a person starts from rest and attains a velocity of 2 meter per second after 2 seconds. Which of the following function truly represent the relation between velocity and time? See, we have to check by putting the values of the time in each of the equation. Now so in the first equation, if I put t equals to 2, so I will get v equals to 4 meter per second. So but it is given the velocity is 2 meter per second, hence option first is not true. Now if I put the value of t in the second equation, I will get v equals to 2 meter per second, hence v equals to t is the right option. Now moving to the next question, what is the value of sin pi by 2 into tan by? Now sin pi by 2 is 1 and tan pi by 4 is also 1, so the answer is 1. Now moving to the next question, what is the value of log 1? It is simple result, log 1 is always 0, so the answer is 0. Okay, now moving to the next question, so if in a triangle ABC angle C is 90, what is the value of sin A plus B? See, if in a triangle one angle is 90 degree, then the sum of other two will be also 90, which means that A plus B is 90 and sin 90 is 1. Now what is the value of sec 2 pi? Again sec 2 pi is again 1 by cos 2 pi, and again cos 2 pi is 1, so the answer is 1. Now which of the following are positive in the second quadrant? Clearly sine and cosec are positive in the second quadrant. In which quadrant all the trigonometric ratios are positive? First quadrant. Now